Hello, YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've posted, and I am so sorry about that. Life has been lifing, bills have been billing, and the truth of the matter is, I haven't been reading that much lately. At least not anything new or new to me. Just because my brain has not been braining, and for some reason I can't focus on anything new. I am trying so hard to get through reading Akamath or A Court of Mist and Fury. I'm trying so hard to get through it, but for some reason I just can't focus. And it has nothing to do with the story, because what I've read so far, I really do enjoy the story. I can't wait to finish the book and maybe finish the rest of the series, especially because for some reason I'm not feeling like it's my cup of tea. I love the Empyrean series or the Fourth Wing series. I love that. I haven't gone into fantasy and dragons and all that stuff, at least not a lot in the past. I've read the first 3 books in the Hush Hush series by Becca Fitzpatrick, which has to do with fallen angels and stuff like that, but I think that's as far as I've gotten other than the Fourth Wing series. I'm more of a Darcy Coates reader or Sylvia Day. Like, yeah, there's supernatural and ghosts and stuff like that when it comes to Sylvia Day. Darcy Coates' books, but when it comes to Sylvia and reading romance and smut, adult contemporary, like that stuff's rooted in real life. I did really also enjoy The Conductors, which had its own magic system and stuff like that, but I don't know, for some reason, fae and high fantasy and stuff like that, it's not grabbing me. And I don't know why, because when it comes to movies, I'm watching Game of Thrones, I've gone through the Lord of the Rings movies when I was much younger, but still. Obviously, Harry Potter, huge in my life, and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm trying so hard to get through A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I just don't know if it is for me. But for my wife, I'm going to keep on trying and hopefully get through it all. But I have been reading this month, other than Akamath or A Court of Mist and Fury, I have been reading Sylvia Day's Crossfire series. This way I can get through that and start on the Crossroads series, which the first installment just came out on April 8th. And it was Ireland, which is a spin-off of the Crossfire series, because Ireland is Gideon Cross's little sister. And this series basically is going to follow her as the executive of Vidal Records, which is the record company that Gideon owns after he bought it from Ireland's stepdad. Biological dad, because I'm pretty sure... Let me get back to you on the family tree. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, because I've read Crossfire series. I'm on almost done my 5th run. But yeah, I've been powering through those, reading them again. I am on Captivated by You, which is, spoiler alert, which in Captivated by You, I've read through most of the Brett Klein stuff. Nathan is dead. Nathan is Eva's, my wife will argue, Eva's half-brother or stepbrother or whatever that did things to her while she was a young child. Gideon ends up finding a way to kill him, and they've gone through that stuff. There's the issue where after Carrie, Taylor's had this whole reckless life. Now one of the girls that he slept with is pregnant, even though he's got a boyfriend with Trey. I am at the part where Ava's basically begging Gideon to not watch the spicy tape that was recorded of her and Brett Klein, which is a former boyfriend and the lead singer of the group 6ix9ine, which is very incriminating. It was a part of a former life that she truly it wasn't her. It was a completely different her, and her that we know now is the Ava Trammell or Ava Cross, because her and Gideon got married in the last book secretly. That's the Ava she is, not this rocker buckle bunny type of girl. That's kind of where I'm at. And Gideon's like, I've already watched like 2 minutes of it or so for validity's sake, and he's like, there's nothing incriminating, there was nothing explicit. Ava's like, for the love of God, for the love of all that is holy in this world, please do not watch the rest of it. I do not want that to be in your mind. This is the Ava that I want you to know and love, and that's the only memory that I want you to have. The good memories that we have created together, and not that. Which, fair. Like, if you've gone through life and your life had lived up until meeting the certain person you are with now, unless it's like legal or you've been to jail or something like that, like, do you really want your new girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife to know those things about you? I mean, full honesty, yeah, do that. Like, my wife and I have full honesty. She knows every aspect of my life that I could remember, because ADHD does not allow you to remember a whole lot of things. But yeah, we have full honesty and stuff like that. I'm hoping to finish Captivated by You this week. That being said, I want to get through the rest of the Crossfire series and then somehow get my hands on Ireland. I want to read that as soon as possible. I've been anticipating this book since last year. I had it on pre-order, but life is lifing. So we will hopefully get our hands on that soon. I will have some updates on Wednesday when it comes to my writing. I have been getting very much back into writing my book. I have talked a lot about writing it with my coworkers. I haven't let anybody read it because I feel like if you're writing historical fiction, it's a historical fiction, and like, it is what it is, right? When you are writing an adult contemporary where there are multiple characters that are slightly based off you in different ways, you are putting a lot of your heart and soul into it. And you're putting a lot of personal stuff into it. The way my wife put it was, it is the most raw and most vulnerable part of you being put onto those pages. Even though I've shared my first book with a close friend who is also a writer, I haven't been really sharing this adult contemporary romance smut, whatever I want to call it, with anybody. Like, there was one friend that read some of it, and that's just because I needed their expertise on something that's in the book. Gonna be giving you guys that update on Wednesday. Get back onto my writing schedule, my recording schedule. Sundays and Wednesdays, I want these videos out and ready for you guys to watch. Even though life is lifing and I might not be able to put one out the last weekend of this month, just because I will not be in the city or the country. So we will see. I is going to Chicago to do stuff. Yes. That is it. That is the video. I'm sorry that it's not delving into the books that I've been pining over. But when you deal with mental health and life, work, and being a husband, being a father figure, being all of these different things all in one, though rewarding, it does take you away from, at least with the mental health part, being ADHD and stuff like that, it just takes away from being able to read. And I've only read 6 books this year. 8 if you include the 2 self-help books, which were both like how to communicate better with your spouse type deal, because I suck. I suck at communication. So any way I can better myself for my wife or anybody else in my life, I would love to do that. So I will never rate a self-help book. Self-help self-help book. But from now on, I will mention that I've read them. And yeah, because I did talk to my wife about that. I'm like, I don't want people knowing that I'm reading self-help books and stuff like that. She's like, why? Are you ashamed of bettering yourself? Just let them know. And so that's where I'm at there. I'm still also reading Can't Hurt Me, Where Did I Put It? By David Goggins. It's a better way of strengthening your mind and stuff like that. So I've already read it twice. So I just want to I want to read it every year to kind of help sharpen the mind a little bit more. But yeah, that is it for this week. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope that you guys read a lot. Let me know in the comment section below. What are you reading right now? I am extremely interested, especially if you're reading romance or adult contemporary. Let me know. I need some inspiration and recommendations. And then also tell me what would you like me to read coming up in May? Give me 2 books to read. I'm going to have Ireland, hopefully, and then I want to try knocking out 2 more books. So put those in the comment section below. What you're reading and what you recommend for me to read in May. I will talk to everybody soon. I will see you in Wednesday writing update. I will see anybody else next week. Happy Sunday.